Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to PQF Academy. Hey guys, welcome back. So, as you know, we do have a new schedule now, and this is going to be the new schedule. So, Monday is going to be our bag making, and then the following Monday after that, we are going to do sewing for a profit, and then after that, we are going to make the bag. One, like I had said before, it gives you guys enough time to be able to purchase things if you want to make the bag with me. It gives you enough time to purchase the things, and I'm saying, hey, I have listed. This is what you're gonna need. Okay. If not, still 100% okay. But it also gives us a video per every single week now, instead of 3 videos every other week. You know what I mean? So instead of we have 6 videos in we would have what 6 videos in one what 6 videos a month, even though we're technically losing videos, but we have a group where it's, hey, make the pattern, hurry up and get the stuff, basically, because you have until Thursday to get the stuff so you can make the bag. At least now you have a week in between, to where now if you do order from one of the affiliates that I have, like Amazon, um you will be able to get all of the things that you need, and it can come fast if you don't have Prime and things like that. So yeah, one of the things my wife had said and suggested that I think I actually like and I'm gonna do is that matter of fact, let me start over. So we're gonna be making a bag that someone asked me if I can make for them. And this is the bag. Um it's this Gucci bag right here. I'm gonna try and make it. Now, one thing I did do is, when I do have a process when I am making the bag, like trying to figure it out, given the fact that I couldn't even touch the bag or feel the bag or even see what the bag looks like. And all I'm doing is just doing it, but going off of the pictures and the dimensions and stuff of that nature. This person wants a smaller bag, like the mid mini type bag, so they don't want the large one. So I'm gonna try to do this, but there were certain aspects of the bag that I couldn't get because I didn't, like I said, because I didn't have it in front of me. So I did do a little bit of a twist. Hopefully they like it, but at the same time, we're going to make it too. My wife told me, and this is what I'm getting at. My wife told me that I should start showing that process. That would be like the video that I would post on a Wednesday or something like that. Like, so you get 2 videos, show the process of how I made the bag that we're about to make. Like, show that type of process. Like, show the what went into it, the all the behind the scenes. Basically, she said I should do that, and I was like, that's not a bad idea. So I'm gonna try to do that also. So yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started and making the pattern. So we have our poster board paper and our ruler and a pen. So the first thing that we're gonna do, I'm gonna look for 8 inches. We're gonna go 8 inches. Now we're only doing half of the bag because I need the bag to be symmetrical. Okay, so we're only gonna do half of the bag, and this is what this is for. So we're gonna go 8.5 inches. Now, actually, we're gonna go. It's 8 inches by 11.5. So we're gonna go ahead and trace that. So 8 by 11.5. Now, for our piece here, for our square bottom, I'm gonna do. It's gonna be 2.5. 2.5 by 2.5, basically. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go down 1.5 inches. It doesn't matter where, we're just gonna go down. So it doesn't have to be in the middle or anything of that nature. It doesn't have to be any of that. So you're gonna go down 1.5 inches, mark it. Then we're just gonna draw a straight line right across. This is gonna be a reference point. Let me make sure that's straight. Now, from here, we're gonna go over 4.5 inches. And we're just going to mark that. Now what I'm going to do, you can either draw this out by hand to get the curvature, but I wanted to get to here, so so basically I would do this. Something like that. But I'm not going to just go straight to here. Just go straight there. Now I'm going to get it basically I want it to, I think that should actually, so if I do it like this, it should actually be somewhat fine. And then if I want to, I'll go ahead and round it out to make it more rounded than what it should be. All right. And honestly, when it comes to the bag itself, that's really about it. That's really it. So you just go ahead and cut this out. Cut this part out. And then what you'll do, you could either with this cut put it on the fold. You can right fold, or if you want, you can also take this and then put it onto another one and then have it on both sides. Then you can like trace one side and trace the other side. So basically you'll have it to where you don't have to put it on the fold. You'll, as if you're like doing something like a faux leather or something that you can't really you really don't want to get a crease or anything into it. Okay, so this is really it. So this would actually be our lining and our exterior. So lining, front, back, exterior, front, back. That's really it with this part of the bag. Like I said, she didn't want it too big. It's almost like the mid-size. This is just my version of what we're going to be doing. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get over into making, we don't really have to make the strap, but let's just go ahead and get over into making the strap. Okay, so I was gonna show you guys how to make the what you call it, the strap. I don't really need to show you how to make the strap because we already made the strap. The strap is technically going to be 3 inches by 24.5 inches. That's the strap. So we already know how to make the strap. Now, what I'm going to do is start showing you how to place markers for something on a pattern, so when it comes down to it, it's easier to place it on the fabric. So meaning there's a certain way that we're going to put the strap. Now, unfortunately, the picture shows that the strap is like around here. Once again, without me seeing the bag, I can't really do anything as far as, hey, this is what the bag should be. This is how it should look like if I can't get it in my hand. So I don't know how to do the strap going around the way it is because I can't see it. But one thing that I am going to do, I thought of a thing of when I was making it, is that we're gonna go down according for the strap, right? I'm gonna make a mark here 4 inches down, and then 2.5 inches over. So when we put the strap on here, we're basically, let me see something. Let me get, bear with me, guys. So when I do the strap is technically going to go here to here. So when I put it onto the bag, I'm going to snip. We're going to snip right there so we can actually put the strap here, and that's how the strap is going to go. When you're doing this if you're going to do it symmetrical, or if you're, on the fold, if you want to do it that way, you can. If you're going to do it on the fold, what you'll do is this: when you're doing it on the fold and you're having your fabric on the fold, you will make the snips there, so it will show on both sides. Or if you're going to do it, let's say, for instance, if you're making it, like I said, if you're making with faux leather or something of that nature, They have pens that you can take and just draw, or you can also still make a mark. What is it called? A notch. A notch. You can still make a notch with that notch here, because that right there is going to get covered up. And on top of that, when you go to fold it in, it's going to it's going to disappear. So yeah, so that's one thing I just wanted to show you guys. So remember, we went 4 inches down. We went 4 inches down from the top. Okay. We went 4 inches down from the top, and then we went 2.5 inches over from the end of this. All right. So basically, this is the pattern. I just hope when I put it to fabric, it's going to be good. And hopefully the person likes it. Like I told them, I'm probably not going to be able to actually make the exact bag, but I can make a version of it, or a variant of it. So let's go ahead and matter of fact, let's just sit back down. So it didn't really take that long to actually make this pattern. I know that we made tabs before. I think I'm going to do some tabs on the side. I will actually show you guys how to do that. But I believe we made tabs before, and we have the pattern for those already. If you've been following the process, basically, you have to be following the process to understand what I'm talking about when I say we've already made these things. And that's the whole point of this. It's an evolution to where, excuse me, to where basically you don't have to continue to make certain things, when all you have to do is just go into your arsenal of things that we already have and you've already made. So that's the whole process of this. As you can see, one bag, many patterns. We've already made a lot of the things with just using this pattern, but we just use different variations of this pattern. But a lot of the things are interchangeable as far as like your tabs go, the tabs, the straps, and things of that nature. So yeah, with that being said, let me go ahead and show you what I'm going to be using and what you're possibly going to be needing when it comes down to making this bag the way that I'm looking to make it. To make this bag, I'm going to be using these rivets. I'm going to have everything posted in the description below. Like I said, I do have an Amazon affiliate. It does help out with the channel more than a lot of people actually believes it does. You purchasing from Amazon and Amazon paying me, it actually helps me be able to get the fabric I need to actually create these things for you guys, because a lot of the fabric I use, I call it practice fabric, but I do go out and buy it also. But anyways, so I'm gonna get these I'm gonna have these in the description below. We're gonna use some rivets. One of the things that I use for my rivets is this. Now I'll have this in the description below also. I think when I paid for this, is like $100 and some odd. I understand money is tight for some people. So the one that I will post will have a kit to it, to where I think it may be like, if it's like 30, 40 bucks, you'll get a bunch of them. And on top of that, you'll get like a tool to actually work with it also. I'm gonna use some more webbing. Now, I'm going to use this webbing, and when we do the strap, I'm going to do we're going to do a strap, and we're going to do a crossbody strap also, right? So when we use this, I'm going to do what we did one time before, is place fabric on one side of this, and on the other side is going to be the rivet, the webbing part. So like I said, if you've been following me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, please go start over and watch the series all over again. One bag, many patterns. Start from the beginning. Okay. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have some webbing. Now this webbing is a 1/2 inch. So I'm gonna be using 1/2 inches, a 1/2 inch. What is this called? Like a build adjuster, or strap adjuster. I'll be using this right along with a 1/2 inch gold clamps. And also, now I do have to get some more D-rings. So I'm going to use a 1/2 inch gold D-ring also. So yeah, that's basically what we're going to need to make this pattern. So yeah, please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you in 2 weeks to make the bag. But next week we're gonna have Sewing for a Profit, where you actually learn how to sell these products, that sell the bags that we're actually making. All right. Yeah. I think that's about it. As always, thank you for choosing and watching PQF Academy.